Hi, it's time to make water kefir. This is what I use. It had coffee in it at one time. It's a perfect size. It makes a lot. And it doesn't have a super tight seal, which you don't want on the first ferment. So it works out great. Whatever you can find kind of this size that has a nice lid, because you don't want bugs and things like that to get in there. So first we start out with some sugar. And I use this one. I've tried to use browner sugars, but they just don't taste as good. So this is somewhat less refined. I get it at Trader Joe's. And I use, for this size, it's supposed to be about a tablespoon per cup. So I use, I'm guessing this is 2 tablespoons, but it might be more. But I use 4 of these. And that works out perfect for this amount. So I'm going to put 3 and 4. Okay, so there's that. Now I've just boiled some water and I'm going to put just enough in there to melt the sugar. Okay, and then I just swirl it around. You don't want to use any metal with your kefir grains, so I just use as little utensils as possible. I'm used to it now, so it's not a problem for me to remember, but don't use metal spoons and metal colanders. Then I'm going to fill this up with water. I fill up that with nice purified water just from my sink that has a filter on it. Okay? Because you definitely don't want to put your kefir grains in there when it's hot, the water. Okay, so now the water's nice and cool, and I fill it almost all the way to the top. Now it's time for a few organic raisins. I just get these at Trader Joe's, and I put about 10. I'm not a measurer. I just put enough in there. It adds a little bit more sugar for them. But again, if you put too many in, it can kind of change the taste. So just a few. And then next, I am going to put in the kefir grains. Okay? So it's about a tablespoon per cup. And I'm guessing there's like 8 cups in there. So I just kind of go in with my tablespoon, and it doesn't have to be perfect. These are all my kefir grains. You start out with a small amount, and suddenly you have this amount. And I've given away a ton. So you'll find that you're going to be looking for people to give them to. But you can also feed them to your plants, stick them in your smoothies. They don't even really taste like very much. I've lost count, but that's okay, because I don't really think it's really an exact science in that way. You want to make sure you have enough in there. So the other thing that I've done is I've cleaned out an empty eggshell, and so I put that in there. I guess it likes the minerals. And there that goes. And then there's one last thing. That is half of an organic lemon. So I'm just going to cut this in half. Squeeze it in. That's it. That took me, what, 3 minutes? That's all. I'm just going to leave this sitting here for 24 hours. And tomorrow I'm going to do a new video, and you're going to see how we do a second ferment. These have been fermenting since yesterday. They're about ready to go in the fridge. These are the bottles I'm talking about. You can get these at World Market. They already have like a lemonade in them, and then you can just wash them, and they're perfect. So that's one bottle that I use. These are the other ones I use. I got these on Amazon. They're great. They're like little beer bottles, and the kids love to drink out of them. And you will notice, let's see, yeah, after 24 hours, this hasn't been quite 24 hours, there will be some fizz to it. So that's kind of fun when you open it up and hear that little fizz. So that's your first video. The second one's coming back tomorrow, okay? Good luck with your water kefir. Bye-bye.